1 minute, everybody. I am sorry, guys. I'm things did not go well here. Hold on just a minute. There we go. That should do it. Let me bring it down a little bit. Always touching buttons. There we go. Boy, that went wild. Okay. There we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Bar Run Forge. It is indeed Thursday evening, 6:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. Hey, look. When I stepped up here and put everything up there, it went haywire. As soon as you know how it is. I'm touching buttons. Eli's not here yet, so. Well, the date is right on the live, so there you go. It is Thursday evening, 6:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're here with Troy, not Eli yet, but he'll be here in just a minute. Great to have everybody in here. Woo! It has been crazy. Yeah, let's not make any push pull buttons, please. No. Yeah, we did lose Ben. Ben's not here anymore. Ben was just standing there. We couldn't get him, so we had to just get out here. Anyway, sorry if there's echoes or whatever it is. I have no idea. Eli will be here in just a minute. It is great. We're we're going to keep trying to work on our Damascus tomahawk, and I've got it here in the fire, kind of heating up, get ready to do some sizing on the eye of it and some cleanup, and then we'll be able to take it to the grinder, do that final shape. Serious feedback on my voice. I am so sorry. I can go over there and try to see if I can mute something, but that'll just be you guys watching me sitting in front of the computer. So if you want me to do that, I'll do that. If it's that bad, I'll go over there and take care of it. So hang tight. Okay, Echo is bad. Okay, let's do that. I know why. Okay, hopefully that is better. Hopefully that took care of it. The main cam was on. Good job, Troy. Whenever camera mic is on. It was the main cam that I just had to add because for some reason it froze up. So I had to add it back as a source. Should be good to go now. Good. Ta-da! Nope, we will deal with it. Shoot. Okay. Do I have two mics on? No. Man. Oh, so that's okay? So did that take care of it? Much better. All right. So anyway, man, it's we've survived. And of course, I think he's coming up the driveway right now. Of course, figures. Anyway, we survived the gathering. Sorry that we were not here last week. For those of you, I guess I could show you. Maybe I don't know. Hold on just a second. For those of you who weren't aware, I had a little thing done. There's a little mark from an incision right there. The reason why I was not here last week, I had a what's called a loop recorder inserted under my skin to check my heart rhythm on a regular basis. And so it's kind of like you've heard of the Holter monitors and things like that. So I had that installed last week. It's one of those that will be in for up to 5 years. So I won't say I was excited about that, but we've tried the Holter monitor before and never found any of the issues I'm having. So since this one can be in up to 5 years, hopefully it will catch whatever it is they're looking for. And hopefully I don't have any of those episodes, but if I do, that should be able to catch it. Yeah. So anyway, the issue that we ran into last week was they did the whole operation and everything, and I'm going to talk about it on the air. No big deal. Who cares? And they went to do the operation, and it's a local anesthetic. And so it's just a monitor, not a pacemaker or anything like that. So they put the lidocaine, they did the local anesthetic, all that kind of fun stuff. And then they made the incision, and I was like, wow, I kind of feel that. And then they take this, basically a long tab, and they have to insert it subcutaneously. So they, under skin, all that kind of stuff, kind of tearing into things. And when he made that insertion, and it's about, 3.5, 4 inches long. When he made that insertion, I felt every bit of it. None of the lidocaine, none of the local anesthetic worked. And they were like, oh, you mean it hasn't kicked in yet? Well, they gave me 3 times the amount they normally give people. He's like, yeah, we decided to go ahead and give you a lot more. And I was like, well, none of it took effect. So none of the anesthesia worked. None of the local anesthesia worked. So when they were inserting all of that, I felt every ounce of it. And I was trying to tell them, hey, I'm not trying to be worse, but that hurts, and I feel that. Like, yeah, you probably feel some pressure. I'm like, nope. I feel that. So as they were inserting everything and working around in there, I basically just had to kind of grin and bear it. And as they shoved things around and all that kind of fun stuff. So by the time I was done with that Thursday afternoon, I called Eli and I said, hey, I'm not gonna be able to go. And Adam figured it out. I'm a redhead. I do need 3 to 5 times the anesthetic anesthesiology as most people, most normal people, if it works. We found out it doesn't work. It doesn't work on me. So I told him next time, you're going to put me out. And Eli has just rolled up here. We are working on our little tomahawk, our trial tomahawk. So while we're doing that, and Eli's coming in the door, I'm going to say hi to everybody. Adam from Speargrass, Aussie. Corey Shire, Daniel Baca, D. Baca Maker, Mr. Goody Moot, Thomas Goody Moot, Kyle Jones, Jeff Killian, I believe Jeff Woodring. Trying to think who else we had in here. If you are here, say hello so I can say hello to you. But Ginger also have a higher pain threshold. That is true. So it hurt. I felt it, but it wasn't like, I was ready to call it quits or anything. But I mean, just again, imagine going under the skin, in between skin and muscle, and just kind of tearing everything apart and shoving stuff in there and feeling all of that. It wasn't fun. I'll just be very plain about that. And I'm not ashamed to say that it did hurt. Mr. Drew Wilson is in here. Bobby at Robert Lonas, the Treadle Shed. And there comes the man himself coming in. Mountain Home Forge. Hello, hello, hello. I have your microphone muted.
What's the damage?
Because this camera was stuck on Ben at the yeah. And then the only thing that should have to happen is your mic is muted. I added this back in as main camera. So there you go. That should be it. No, it was not as painful as the pancreatitis. That's true. Rob Huff is here, and Matt with Frank Strock. So good to have you guys in here as well. Rob Huff, good to see you. So I'm not going to go too crazy tonight. I'm not supposed to do a whole lot of massive stuff, but we're going to try to get working on this tomahawk. Let me take a look here and see where it's at. Eli's getting set up there. Yeah. So we'll put her back in there and heat it up. We're going to try to drift out the hole a little bit. I've got a little bit of a rectangular drift or a slot drift. We'll put that in, and then we'll probably use, if we've got room, we'll use one of our axe drifts. If not, I may get the tomahawk drift out and go with that. So we'll see how it goes. But this tomahawk drift may be the go-to. I don't know. We shall see. So Eli is here.
That's the tech damage.
Not too bad, I don't think.
Don't think.
Don't think. Too awful bad.
We'll see.
We are creeping up on the 5,000 number.
Yeah.
I think we're right at 4,900. Right just shy of it or right around it.
I think we're like one shy of it.
Huh?
I think we're one shy of it.
Of 4,900?
Yeah.
All right. So we're about 100 away from 5,000. And when we do that, we're going to have a good giveaway, live stream. Thank all you guys for what you've done. There's a problem Troy was thinking. We'll go. Corey said, first a trigger finger surgery, now the left side rotator cuff surgery is Monday. Oh boy. Right side's going to be later. No fun there. No fun there. And no, it was definitely not like the pancreatitis pain for sure. So Eli, you back up and going there?
Yep.
All right.
I think everything's not broken.
Okay, so I didn't do too bad, right?
I don't know.
And we had I can't even say how great a time we had with the gathering.
You can't say, or you can.
Well, it's just hard to put into words. I mean, it was such a great time. We just so blessed by so many of you guys that came and people who joined in with us, and food was amazing, fellowship was amazing. There was some cool foraging that went on, and Mr. Bill Corey gave us a demonstration on how to do these butterfly hinges and the jig that went with it. So this is his actual butterfly hinge that he made, all forge welded and stuff. And then we made some of these very, very simple jigs most everybody left with one, and so that was. I mean, that's just so cool, man. We had such a great time, and a lot of sharing and different stuff, and ladies were here and enjoyed themselves, and started their own club while they were here.
Yeah.
And well, I hate to hear that, Rob, that you weren't feeling real good. We loved having you here, man. And,
yeah.
And both of you. You guys come back anytime, and I'm trying to make plans to come your direction as well. And that's what we want to tell everybody too. Is if you did miss it, go ahead and put April 25th through the 27th, 2025, 425, 25 on your calendar. 425, 25 on your calendar. Go ahead and start making plans. Next year is going to be even bigger, even better. And yeah, the week after all that good old food, then I had to have a heart monitor put in. Coincidence? I think not. But yeah, go ahead and put that on your calendars. And if you guys want to come hang out with the boys here at Bar Run Forge, let us know. Come anytime, man. We're trying to create an environment here where everybody just can feel welcome and happy to be here, happy to host you, and spend some time with you as well. Hatchet's getting warmed up pretty good. Tomahawk, whatever you want to call it. It's probably closer to a tomahawk, I'd say.
Yep, there we go. Being all moved around.
Can't get that much time off. We hear there's rumor, though, that you're going to be stateside at some point. So
You hearing so?
that would be an honor on our part to be able to meet Adam.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Let's see if I can bring this out and toss that drift in there and go from there. All right, back in. Ooh, I need more water in there. There's something else in there, too. Oh, was that my scroll? Yeah, it sure is. Yeah. Well, no, the gathering for the Scrap Bucket Challenge. My Alaska in here. Bill in here for that. Great to have you in here, and hopefully we'll be able to catch your live later this evening. Build season. Yeah. Yeah, we are definitely in the process of building. We will try to get you some video, some sneak peeks of what's going on out there. But let me tell you, it's a big one.
Yep.
It's a big one. A lot of work, a lot of stuff happening in there. And the shop, if you've been here before, the shop will be completely different than when you were here prior. Uh-oh, there it is. Making rum. Working on the book. Nice. Good deal. It's before it gets more expensive. Understood. Understood. Happens in a hurry.
Here, who's live stream?
Oh, My Alaska.
Oh.
I think they go live at 9, and so does Bland's Promised Lane Ranch. And I think Monica was in here just a little bit ago. If you're still in here, Monica, say hello. Some of you guys know what's happening back there. You've been back there. Well, we would love to have you and Frank here, Matt. You come with him. Wait a minute. Spending Sunday evening in the ER for tachycardia?
Oh, man.
Oh, Jeff. All right, you get all this stuff out of the way because April 25th next year, you need to be here.
Yeah.
And we need you healthy, buddy. All right. Get that drift put in there. All right. That is through. So go this way and then put that drift back in there and then straighten things up a little bit. Back the other direction. Making dinner. What we having? Well, Jeff, we are definitely praying for you, brother. You need to get back in condition, man. Main bearing and the Massey went. Oh no. Blower died. Massey died. Oh my goodness.
Huh.
26K. Eey. Not fun. 14 hours in the ER last week. Good grief. My goodness. You guys get it together. Oh, you having blupper tonight, Monica says. All right. That happens to us a lot on Thursday nights.
Yeah. I don't think you can call it blupper, though, because it's not technically like lunch. The L,
Right.
The L comes from
Just
lunch. It's
Brupper.
brupper.
Everybody's falling apart after the gathering. Well, some of these people weren't at the gathering. Some of them weren't. Oh, she's calling it Brenner.
Brenner.
Nope. We're not going to start that. The evening meal is supper.
Supper.
The evening meal is supper.
We've had one, yes.
What's that?
We've had one, yes. Dinner. Supper. Afternoon tea. Talk about second breakfast.
About 11sies. All right. Let's see what we got here. See if we can't clean up. Okay. Just put that anywhere, he says.
Let's put that anywhere.
All right, let's put this thing away for the moment.
If evening meal is supper, what is dinner?
Lunch.
No, lunch is lunch. Dinner is if it's fancy.
Oh.
Supper's whenever y'all come eat. Dinner is when you got to dress up.
Okay.
Lunch is lunch. Breakfast is
I'll
breakfast.
buy that for now. I'll buy that for now.
Fancy is dinner. Y'all come. That's supper.
The big shelf. I like that. Put it on the big shelf. Had a uncle. We played golf. If you'd hit behind the golf ball, he'd say, "Well, you hit the big ball before the little one."
Yeah.
That was always his go-to.
Hey, double check your microphone. It looks like it's kind of popped up. I think the leather is folded.
Looks secure. Breakfast, lunch, and supper.
Yep. What about brunch?
Yeah, that's only for kind of hoity-toity. We don't have brunch around here.
That's what we do if you get a late start. You get to actually sleep in on Saturdays.
What's that?
I said that's only if you get a late start and you actually get to sleep in on a Saturday. Like vacation or something.
What are those?
Vacation?
Oh.
You can't say what are those. You're literally leaving for vacation next week.
We are going to be on vacation next week. I won't be here. Eli will have the live all to himself.
Oh, boy.
And there's Mr. Brian Lee from the Vineyard Farmhouse.
We got to talk like Noah's favorite little phrase now is, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. He does a lot more cute than I do it, obviously, but I was having a grand old time with him the other day. My 2-year-old nephew, just turned 2, was taking his he got Hot Wheels that like wind up, and he would take them and stretch them really far apart, let them go, and they'd crash up against each other, and then he'd go, oh, no.
And that's when you expect the Kool-Aid man to come in and go, oh, yeah.
Yeah. The best was when he had it, like, it happened, like, they hit a couple times, and he kept going, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Adorable. Brunch is for mimosas and Bloody Marys. Pass.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
All right, so basically what I'm doing right now is trying to shape the eye a little bit, and then I will try to clean it up a little bit. We'll get the flatter out here in a second, and then we'll do some grinding and try to finish it up at another time, and that'd be about it.
Yes.
And we'll just see how it turns out. As I said, this is a total experiment. My first attempt with any pattern welded steel.
Damascus.
Yep. We've got another axe billet here we need to finish up at some point.
That's true.
Or affiliated with religious households. Huh. I don't know. What is this always called a supper? I don't know. I mean, I guess on occasions I've said, take somebody out to dinner.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, dinner is always more of like a fancy word.
More formal.
Yeah, supper is when Mama rings the dinner bell and you come in from the field. And
she rings the what?
The dinner bell.
The dinner bell?
We don't call it that. When have you ever heard it called a supper bell?
I've never heard it called the supper bell. So, I mean, I'm getting some revelation here.
Right. But she
Or
can use it
grinding.
for any time. However, use the dinner bell because that's what it's called. But it's supper. Hello, Tish.
No Judgment with Tish Ross, the podcast. Did I get it right? Got it all?
I think so.
Speaking of podcast,
We don't need to talk about it.
that's been just about non-existent for us here of late. There's Kevin at Trail Dust. We got our 7 o'clock bacon, and Kevin's done feeding, so that's good.
Having lobster for supper.
Wash it down with a little what?
Lager. I believe there's gray clouds in them there skies.
Oh, yeah?
Dark. You know, we've had 14 days straight of tornadoes.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
14 days straight. There's been a tornado in the United States. Longest active streak of tornadoes.
All right. Enough of that. Put that back in, and then we will.
It does bring up a good point about the whole dinner supper thing.
Yeah?
Do you ever take somebody, you ever taken a girl on a date and you say, I'm taking her to supper?
Yeah.
But in most
but
common
I'm a dumb
terms-
hillbilly. I mean,
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, if you're trying to impress her, you don't take, hey, girl, you want to go out to supper?
I don't know.
Most of the time, you're like, let's go on a nice date. Let's go to dinner.
On a dinner date?
Yeah.
But where would you take her? Would you take her to a dinner club or a supper
I haven't
club?
been on a date in
No, would you
years.
take her to a dinner club or a supper club?
Probably a dinner club.
Oh.
I don't know. What's a dinner club?
The world may never know.
What is a dinner club?
I don't know.
Oh.
I've only heard of a supper club.
What's a supper club?
Well, it's a fancy place to eat a meal.
What's the difference between a supper club and a place to have dinner?
I don't know. I guess you have dinner at the supper club.
I mean, what is involved in a supper club?
I don't know.
It's like something you see in Goodfellas, like a mob movie.
Yeah, that would be like a supper club.
Okay.
Here in Cincinnati,
music.
one of the most kind of tragic events was the Beverly Hills Supper Club fire, where a lot of people died and the whole place burnt down. But at the same time, a fine dining restaurant.
See? Dining, not a supping. I don't go to a fine supping restaurant. A mob movie, like Goodfellas. Where you going, Turtle Hammer? Good. Wouldst thou likest to eat at a supper club?
It's a what?
Nothing.
Yeah, Kyle, you have it's a members.
Members only club for
Yeah.
supping.
That would be a supper club.
You sup if you're dining. Are you supping? You're dining while you eat dinner.
All right, Daniel Baca, get us all the entomology of everything there.
Dost thou sup? I was just trying to get the reference in, Daniel Baca. I don't need critiques. Also,
That's right. It went to Legitimate Businessman's Social Club. Over here.
I haven't seen that in a minute. Heard it was funny though. Is it funny?
Fellas?
Yeah.
All right.
It got cold. The air.
Temperature drop.
Yeah. Yoga.
You heard me?
Calming sounds of blacksmith shop.
Okay, well, here's the deal.
Okay, so
This is as forged as it's going to be.
Ooh.
Yeah. Everything else will be at the grinder.
Grindered.
There you go.
There, folks.
So,
Sharp pointy object with two sharp pointy sides.
Yep.
There.
So we'll clean it up, grind it up, shape it, and put a handle on it and display it.
Display it.
I'm going to display it. I'm going to set it right over here. Because I'm certainly not going to grind it.
Yeah, don't do that. Doesn't make
everybody here.
Doesn't make good for television.
No, it does not.
Make a pair of small tongs.
It doesn't. Okay.
Or a pair of really small tongs.
Really small tongs?
Yeah. Need a commercial break? Mm-hmm. Good time for a commercial break. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go to commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, Roy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bar Run Forge. It's Troy, and today's video sponsor is...
Have you ever had a stair crumbled up, torn apart, shiny forge weld, and wondered whether you should have had neutral flame or an oxidizing heat while searching for your favorite toilet spoon to pour on some white powdery crystal metal glue? Well, that's what it's like when you don't have Christ-Centered Ironworks brand flux. When you grab a hold of a box of Christ-Centered Ironworks brand flux, you feel like you've put the power of Hephaestus in the palm of your hand. And now you may even muster up the gumption to forge scrollwork without even using a hammer. So pick up a box of Christ-Centered Ironworks brand flux today before you fall into a state of utter chaos that'll have you questioning your very existence. Flux.
Christ-Centered Ironworks brand flux is not a registered trademark and is not available in 49 of the 50 states, especially in that state up north. Buy yours now for just 12 easy payments of $29.95, payable only in quarters.
Caution, Christ-centered ironworks brand flux may cause severe irritation to Roy Adams. Please avoid using the words Christ-centered ironworks brand flux around Roy. Do not use Christ-centered ironworks brand flux in the vicinity of Roy Adams, or he will be forced to tackle you to the ground and bludgeon you. Avoid saying the phrase flux, flux, flux. It will only anger Roy Adams and throw him into fits of temper and force him into a Roy rant, and no one wants that. Christ-centered ironworks brand flux may cause eye irritation, runny nose, skin lesions, bad hair days, poorly fitting fire chaps, rheumatiz, slicing golf shots, uneven tire wear, pixies to appear, rickets, hammer toe, volatile screaming fits, unusual beard growth, ingrown toenails, silly songs with Larry, a mess, a giggling Jessica, and definitely not better Forge Weld. Please use responsibly.
Christ-centered ironworks brand flux.
I put that
Flux.
on everything.
As a matter of fact, I do put that flux on everything.
Yes. Well, not really, because we haven't even opened the box.
That's true. The box.
Well, we don't put that flux on anything.
Don't put that flux on anything. What the?
What's awesome is I haven't had a real meal since the morning we drove to the gathering. Oh,
Brother.
not good. Yeah, the Jeff Killian makes tiny tongues. We were just talking about that during the commercial. It's kind of like, you play ball like a girl. What did you say? I
Big,
said,
tiny.
play ball like a girl.
Hey, that's a skill.
What?
Make tiny tongues.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So we're going to take our penny or half penny scroll that we made.
Rusty scroll.
The rusty scroll.
Rusty scrolls.
That we did out of our scrap bucket for the scrap bucket challenge at the
Gathering.
the gathering.
The Atherin.
The Athering. And what the flux? We started that, so I'm going to make the other side of that. And what I'm going to do is make the half penny and then scroll it back the other direction. So it's basically an S to fit inside of something. Like, say, for instance, if we're like a window grill or a hanging piece or something like that. There you go. So that's what we're going to do. May or may not get it done. Again, I'm not going too crazy with everything tonight. Just to kind of be cool, and wanted to get that tomahawk done. So we'll stick that bird in there and go from there.
You're just going for the Roy trifecta, aren't you?
What's that?
You made something sharp and pointy, Damascus, and now you're attempting scrolls.
And scrolls. And he's still not here.
Yeah.
He may be lurking, though.
He.
You lurker.
Tomas. Donde está Roy Adams?
The Rusty Scroll. That sounds like it does sound like a good forge name or a pub.
Rusty Scroll.
We've got up in Washington Courthouse, there's the Rusty Keg.
There's the Rusty Star.
There's the Rusty Star.
I have a funny story about the Rusty Star. Went in there one time, and as I opened up the door, I accidentally opened it up pretty fast, and I smacked an old lady with the door in the backside with the door, and a small child went, "You just gave my grandma a butt bruise." And then I shut the door and proceeded to laugh. Because it was kind of hard to...
We use Streamlabs.
Streamlabs.
It is an OBS.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
Roy.
If
Tattletale.
you're gone next week and I hit 5K subs.
That's fine with me.
Our short is at like 15,000 views.
Pushing 16.
Just putting the texture dye on a bottle opener blank.
Very nice. We would definitely recommend that thing.
Yes.
While that's heating up, I'll go snag it. But
Blacksmith Supply, not sponsored.
they
We
have
would love
like
for you to sponsor us.
the cross peen textured, and then they have this.
There's
I mean,
two.
yeah,
There's two.
I hear
hammer.
I hear some people buy these things, but
I heard people
this
buy
thing.
those things.
Buy this thing. I'm telling you right now. If you do any kind of like ball peen texturing, buy that thing.
I heard people buy those things.
We don't care. I gotta call Roy anyway. Need to have a convo with that dude.
Why would you show your shorts on YouTube? I thought you wore pants. I am actually wearing shorts. Are you wearing shorts? We're both wearing shorts. Look at us.
Look at that.
2 idiots in shorts.
That's right.
That's the next name of our show. 2 idiots in shorts.
Yep.
Am I available?
I think it's assumed at this point.
Which part?
2 idiots in
Shorts
shorts.
or idiots?
Yes.
Thomas said, "Are you available for a call after the live?" Daniel Baca said, "What are you going to call him?" Don't call me Shirley.
That's right. Stop calling me Shirley.
I will be for a short period of time, and then I am eating some food, whatever it might be.
All right, now we got most of our taper done.
Hey. I don't often wear shorts in the forge, but there are definitely times, like if it's really hot outside and it's really hot in here, like I'll take on some forge scale hitting my knees for a little bit of air and breathability.
125 degrees. Fantastic, man. Way to go, Jeff. Now get the other stuff straightened out.
125 degrees. I was talking, I think it was to Kenny. I was telling him about the first time Bill Corey came to the shop. And he said something about doing a turn. He said, "You're going to do this at 90 degrees." And I was telling him that story. And I don't remember who was standing between me and Bill. And Bill was sitting down like right behind me. And that person moved over. And I look over and Bill's just sitting there just you could tell he's just smirking,
Eating it up.
Story. Like, it was hilarious. Not too many people on this earth are like a Bill Corey.
Nope.
We just happen to be friends with him.
That's right. Glad to be so.
He is
A
a man,
wealth of knowledge, and some of it's useful.
man of mystery. He picked up a guitar after not playing a guitar for 20 years and just started plucking along. Then he sang "Drinking from My Saucer," and
And then had me singing it all weekend.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Bill is good people.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Dog bone Bobby. I think I saw 00 negative in there somewhere.
Was Matthew here? Bobby at Dogbone?
Kyle Jones drinking from a sausage. Yeah, there was a few misheard lyrics too.
All right, let's scroll this dude up.
Looking pretty spooky out there.
Trying to keep it hot.
Get it hot and hit it hard.
Hit it hard.
Ooh. Lightning, sorry. Random girly question, but is that fun?
What I'm doing right now? Yeah.
I don't think it's a girly question. I think it's just a question. But yes, I would agree. It is fun.
You heard that too.
Looks like hard work. It can be.
Yeah, it's a fun challenge.
That's a challenge. Oh no, Mufasa, I wouldn't dare challenge you. Hello, Roger.
Mr. Caldwell, just talking about you today, brother. Nobody believed a word of it.
Bobby's fingertip is growing back. Good to hear.
That was good. Good to hear, but
Yeah.
dang. Christ said it doesn't surprise me. She don't believe me half the time either. Understood.
The chill in the air.
I got started today,
Yeah.
and we've had high winds and different kinds of stuff going on. I got this door open and that door open and the window open, and the smoke and everything was just
Yeah.
cycloning through here, man. I think the toughest part about freehanding scrolls with like a scroll maker and stuff like that,
Yeah.
is just trying to keep everything uniform. If you're doing one off by itself, not quite as bad, but if you got to match one up against the other one, it's just repetition at that point. You just got to learn how to do that over and over and over again to get it right, which I haven't done yet.
And the thunder rolls. Thunder rolls. So does that equate to efficiency or
I don't know.
if y'all didn't catch, Roy and Andrew Larson had a really good chat the other night, live stream chat on Instagram about like forging efficiency, the one heat
Right.
completion versus quality of work and all that kind of stuff and repeatability. It was interesting. Very good conversation. Hello, Anson and family. Anson and the Factotum family.
That's right.
Can you quench a blade in coffee? Probably. I would have.
What'd you say?
One of the questions: can you quench a blade in coffee?
Well, I suppose you could.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly water.
Yeah.
So it's kind of what you're quenching in. Now you can,
More prevalent to etch in it.
yeah, you can etch it in boiling coffee.
Yep.
And that may be what
yeah.
we do with our little hatchet here.
Thunder rolls. The blacksmith scrolls. Down, down, down. Blacksmith scrolls. And the lightning strikes. I can't sing real good. My nose is all stuffed. Good old Southern Ohio allergies.
I have noticed, like certain podcasters and like everybody I'm listening to right now. Everybody's got like a throat issues, and it's rough out there, y'all. It's rough out there.
Boom. Under road. Oh, that looks like a scroll.
Almost.
Oh. Man, when my allergies first hit last week, I walked in and, hey, good morning, guys. my boss went. She was like, "Oh, hello to you too, Josh Turner." Ooh, that was close. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That was scurry. That one.
Aha.
Dad and I are not fans of lightning.
Nope.
I'm a fan of lightning. I think it's an interesting thing.
Right.
I'm not a fan of being near lightning.
Well, this scroll is done. As good as I can do it. I am not a scroll master by any stretch. Just lightening up some things here.
Any hanging wood on the wall? Hanging the wall. The wife loved it. What'd you hang on the wall, Kenny?
Oh, what did he win at the raffle?
I don't remember.
You don't remember what Kenny won?
What'd you win?
I won some of our blanks.
Yeah. And Bill Corey won a pair of tong blanks.
Tong blanks.
The irony was classic on that. So this is how it goes, right? Kyle Jones comes in and sweeps the floor on winning all the good stuff every year.
Every year.
And then you won a pack of our blanks that we were offering up. And then Bill Corey, the man who refuses to make tongs out of tong blanks or buy tongs, won a pair of tong blanks.
Did they go with him?
Yeah, he took them with him.
He won the twisting wrench.
Oh, that's right.
What were you hanging up, though?
The skillet.
Oh, yeah.
We made that skillet. He made a really cool looking skillet.
Yeah, he did.
Ooh.
Okay, there's a scroll.
That's real nice, Clark.
It's certainly not perfect, but it's a scroll.
That's a fancy S.
It's a fancy S. Language.
I'll put my windows up.
And that, my friends, is the end of our forging for tonight.
Shalom. I tell you what, though. If I had a hammock right now,
to entertain him, I need to get a drink.
You got a drink. Preacher's drinking again. Brief. I tell you what, though, with that rain hitting on the metal roof and the metal kind of sounds through here, if I had a hammock right now, brother, I'd pass out in a heartbeat.
I had a hammock.
Shutting down the shop.
Making sure that one was closed.
Yep, it's raining.
We just finished up a scroll, Adam. That's all.
Let's see if we can hear us still.
And it's raining buckets. That's it. Just a very poorly done scroll. So we'll put that into a project somewhere. Sitting there ready to go. Kenny, speaking of Kenny made us a little knife out of the
that chunk that Bill broke off.
Yeah, literally out of a a throwaway piece, essentially.
Yeah, buddy.
And we got our fancy stainless steel tong clips
Yeah.
that were basically shower
Lordy.
rods. Oh, okay. Rain on an old tin roof is the best.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, that's what we got right now.
I don't know that our roof is tin. Probably just sheet metal.
Yeah. There you go. So anywho, man, we just, I'm telling you, the thing that what was your kind of best takeaway from the gathering, Eli?
That there wasn't really a set schedule and everybody just enjoyed hanging out.
Okay.
You know?
There was kind of a semi-structure.
Yeah.
Like there was stuff to do, scrap bucket challenge.
Yeah.
Yep. There was stuff to do, but not on such a tight schedule.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, one of the things that we really try to do with the gathering is make it such a comfortable event that if you want to come just hang out, never swing a hammer, like Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse, he has no intention of blacksmithing, but he loves being here.
Yep.
And we love having him. But if you wanted to come forge the whole weekend and wear your arm out, there's this forge, there's that forge. There were 4 forges outside and stations outside.
Yep.
And then next year there'll probably be even more.
Yep. And
we've got some reworks to do for that. So that's
Crawdads.
Crawdads.
Yeah, buddy. I was a big fan. I'm not gonna lie. I took out the most crawdads out of anybody.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah,
I
Eli
bet-
had his own
I had my own bucket.
container of crawdads.
Everybody else was getting some on their plate, and I was like, I got this blue bowl right here.
Yeah,
I'm going to fill it.
Anson, the next one is April 25th through the 27th, 2025. Every year it will be the last weekend in April. Every year. That's the plan. The last full weekend in April.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So mark it down. Exact. Kenny says friendship. Walked into people never seen her, never been around, felt right at home. That,
Yeah.
Man, that's exactly, and that's our intent. We don't call it, this isn't just a specific blacksmithing event, although there's a lot of blacksmithing going on. Roger said Jeannie put a dent in the shrimp. Yeah, there was a lot of food consumed, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it really is one of those things that, like I said, the ladies were here. They've got their own thing planned for next year as well. So, bring wives, kids. We've got places to run around here and have a big time. And I mean, that's the environment we wanted to put together for the gathering. We didn't call it, the blacksmith gathering. We didn't call it the bar run forging thing. It just literally is specifically designed for people to come enjoy themselves, and in the process, we sat around, played music, and sang.
That was fun.
Just talking about life. Bobby says meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Yes, the bacon wrapped smoked meatloaf is pretty much a Friday night staple.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty well set in stone. That's exactly what's going to happen every Friday night. The Saturday night meal is going to be the one that's kind of, what do we do each year? And we may end up back to the same thing again at some point in time. We don't know. Sold my car to a junker. Have a lot of catching up to do. All right. Well, that's okay. And we hope, for those of you guys who are a distance away, don't feel like you can't get here. We've got folks that have come from Maine, New Mexico, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky, Indiana, the state up north. I mean, you definitely know.
Yeah, brother.
Well, your kiddo is more than welcome to come just wear herself and everybody else out too.
Yeah, no
peanut
more
butter cookies. No peanut butter cookies. So, and it seems like every year there's always some little thing with this idiot that happens that gets, at least I give you stories.
That's true.
If nothing else, you will have a Troy story to tell if you leave here. If you leave here, that sounds terrible, doesn't it?
You can check out anytime you like.
But yeah,
you
think about that.
never
Kenny was talking
leave.
about he and Bobby and Kyle and you and some of the other guys made this really cool kind of tag team steel skillet that was just I love
yeah.
it. I think it turned out great.
Yeah, copper
And-
rivets on it. And
Yeah,
Bobby made a really nice handle. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool.
I mean that kind of thing. You guys can walk away from here with something from somebody else. A couple years ago we all made hammers. And everybody kind of trade them around.
Yep.
No Montanians, but Montanians are welcome.
Like Joe Montanians.
Joe Montanians there. Kenny says, no handshake with Troy except a hug. That's right. Expect a hug. Expect a hug.
You said accept.
I said accept. Expect a hug. That's, yep. Yeah, if you're not a hugger, you better tell me up front because brothers don't shake hands.
Brother.
Brothers got a hug.
There.
There you go. So, yeah, I mean, next year, we've got all kinds of, already got some thoughts in our head. We asked you guys some of the stuff that you guys would like to have for next year. By this time next year, the rest of the shop will be fully functional. I mean, it's just shy of it right now. For those of you who were here a few weeks ago, you'd be amazed at what is already expect and accept. There you go. You'd be amazed at what's already happened back there, and it's day by day, better and better. So, the gathering, we talk about leading up to it, and there's a reason for that. For me, it is the highlight of my year. And basically the main reason for that is not because of something that I forge or anything like that. It is just, it literally is just
It's a good time.
The gathering.
Yeah.
It is the gathering. That's what makes it for me. And, man, as long as we can do it, and as long it's a free event, and as long as we can continue to do it for free, we're going to do it that way. Some of you guys have just blessed us beyond measure, beyond certainly
Might
what
even
it's
say
deserved.
stupid
blessed for sure. To help out offset some of the cost. We plan for that throughout the year. YouTube takes care of a lot of stuff for us,
Yes, sir.
and then we just set that money that's dedicated to the gathering. And then you guys help us out in that way. It's just such an additional blessing. And all we do is just turn that right back around into the shop, into the gathering. It's not, hey, come on, we're going to Sizzler. It's we want to just return it back to the gathering, to the kit, to the forge, to the rest of the shop, to the people that come. It's just an amazing thing. And we intentionally put it at the end of April so that it is kind of opposite in the year to Quad State.
Yeah.
In Troy, Ohio. So
Hey, Kenny, man.
dude, bless your heart, man. We appreciate that, man.
Definitely
really do appreciate it. You're a blessing to us, man.
Get this man a zombie.
No, there should not be only one. There should be more.
So
I don't know. If you guys that plan to come back, if you plan to come to Quad State, we're a little over an hour and a half from Troy, Ohio, from Quad State. So, if you're coming to Quad State and you say, hey, we've got a little bit of time, we want to spend a little extra time, come down here and hang out with us, camp here, whatever you got to do. We've got RV hookups, like 4 RV hookups here. People bring their RVs. We've got camping spots. There's even a little rumor about a bunkhouse. And if you guys are so inclined to come assist in the establishment of a bunkhouse here at Bar Run Forge, you let me know, and we'll do our best to put it together.
Yeah.
Guys, we are looking at 7:49, and we are also looking at a really bad thunderstorm out there. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I love Quad State, and it really lit the fire for me too. I went to Quad State the first time about a month and a half after I started forging, and it was just almost overwhelming. And I greatly look forward to Quad State every year.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose between going to Quad State and hanging out and gathering all weekend, I'd choose the gathering.
Yeah.
I really would.
Yeah.
Honestly. And not that I don't want to go see the guys and the folks that are up there at Quad State that see the great demonstrations and the flea market and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yep.
The gathering is just it's more my speed. So, yeah, Eli's house, the bunkhouse. No. Now, if Eli doesn't invite to specific people to stay in his house, that's up to him. We're talking about a specific area here at the forge on the farm for to come bunk down. I mean, it's not gonna. It wouldn't be anything fancy. It's just going to be a bunk.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Anson, for sure. Yeah, that's the thing. If I had to choose, I would choose the gathering, but I'm not missing Quad State.
Yeah.
If I can avoid it, I won't miss Quad State. I think I did 1 year for health reasons, but other than that, yeah, I get it, Bob, man. That's just to hang out and see all the stuff. And I know you guys do a great job in your section there with the forging you guys do. It's just really, really cool. Really cool. So anyway, it is now 7:50. We've done kind of what we intended to do for night, and I need to chill out a little bit on my thing. So
that's all right, Adam. I'll leave the couch open. You and my dog can figure it out.
There you go. There you go. You and Augie can snuggle up. He's a good snuggler.
For about 5 seconds.
Yes. All right. We're going to head out of here, guys. Thank you so much for coming back in. We apologize for last week not being here, but I think you understand why. And hopefully
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Go check out the website, www.barrunforge.com, BARRUNFORGE.com, where you might be able to find some blacksmithing blanks available. Right now, we got 4 on the website with more to come. Also, you could get a T-shirt. I thought the camera was frozen because you weren't moving. You can get T-shirts. You can get hand-forged items. I don't know anything else might be on there, but go check it out. As, of course, always check us out, Instagram, Facebook, right here on YouTube. That's all I got.
And as far as the podcast goes, news to follow.
Yeah, we'll try to get back up.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
So, God bless you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Yep.